Hey there, we're back with the Forsaken content. So, for the past while, I've been kind of playing everything casually, not really in the mood to make much content. But I've got a few Forsaken clips that I decided to share with my friends and then decided to turn into a Forsaken Cool Kid showcase. But because I used Roblox's like in-system recorder, it's just gonna be like slightly lower quality footage, but the footage actually does work as opposed to my usual method of recording, which ends up in footage being laggy. So for a time until I get fully used to my newer PC, my next couple videos may be slightly lower quality. So my apologies about that, and I will compensate with a third-person voiceover and some edited stuff. Enjoy. So first game, kind of first bit kind of cut out a little, but here I'm just vibing. I'm playing Bluudud actually for the first time. I never really used Bluudud much before this, and first thing I do right when I spawn, pizza. I'm blue, not enough so. But yeah, first thing I do when I spawn, use my pizza minions. Always great to have those up for extra pressure on survivors. First thing I see is an Elliot. Elliots are targets that must be taken out at all costs, as well as 2 times. And I think you will see later why I say that. 2 times are actually so annoying for me to deal with. I'm not good at dealing with that at all. So I go into first person to aim my corrupt nature better, and there's an AFK guest, so I just kill him, and that guy tries to get in the way, and he lifts a block. But I'm smarter. I'm smarter than that. I knew he would try to go for the hit priority, so I didn't really want to give him that. A few of these clips will actually have my friend Bubs in it, so there's that. He's a milestone 3 guest, and the guest showcase, you will actually see him in it, so there's that. Still taking on this guest. There's honestly not really much to say here, just kind of chasing him down and constantly doing stuff. I predict his block like the pro that I am. Punish with a log speed override, and he dies with the fire, which I actually wasn't paying attention to in the bottom left. I could have saved a lot more time by paying attention to that after I hit that. So I rush at the chance. I go off to his side, but it didn't matter because his gun didn't fire. He's already weakened, and he's gambling mid-chase because he knows he's one tap. Actually, I don't know if he would have been one tap. And he's dead from one walk speed override because of his weakness. So again, of course, most of the times you should use your pizza delivery minions to constantly apply pressure on survivors. And I mean, 4 survivors dead fairly quickly. I got about 4 minutes to kill 2 guys. Well, 4 minutes to kill 1 guy, then the last man standing is gone. So this guest, I'm already chasing down. I'm already shredding some of his health. So there you can see my pizza delivery attacks a survivor. I can't tell while making this voiceover whether he tried to block it or not, but he appears to be limping. Yeah, he didn't block the pizza minion's initial hit. So there's that. I'm still hard targeting this guy, especially because now that that guest is weaker, I can leave him for last better. My stamina management is not as good. That guest is keeping ahead of me, but I regenerate a lot here, which is extraordinarily good for me, and that allows me to catch up to him, and after he jukes me a bit and misses a block, yep, he dies of fire too. And again, I could have paid attention on the bottom left to see, but nah. And so I think I will lose this. I don't remember. It's been a minute since I've made this, and again, third person. But, of course, I'm already going to be looking for him, and, I have my pizza minions to help me out. Again, even in Last Man Standing, they apply some pressure. And this Last Man Standing is going to be spent just looking for oh, there he is. There's the guest. I was about ready to fast forward until we found him, but no, he's right there. So, bad stamina management for me. I hit 0. He actually does land the parry on me. And, but he makes the foolish decision to run up past me instead of going underground, and which took more time for him to get away. He could have gone out of my sight and he would have won, but no, he chose to go up past me, and that is going to be a GG. Okay, next game, the infamous Water Platypus is in my game. He is the base 2 time on the bottom left. And my friend Bubs is here, Hamburger Cheese, yes, it's 1337, right beneath the Water Platypus. And so Water Platypus is one of the best Forsaken players, perhaps to ever exist. So the fact, even if I were to kill him here, it would be one of the greatest feats I've ever accomplished. And so automatically, again, just as the last game, Elliot's the first one I see, and so I go after him because Elliot's are menaces and can totally ruin my progress, and especially that Elliot had a skin. So I don't know if that was the smartest idea there, but using my walk speed override to destroy the sentry, taking advantage of its low time and its one-shot capability in the sentry to get rid of it. So yeah, there's that. So this is the base 2 time. This is Water Platypus himself. And he said to himself in chat later that he was lagging like crazy. So this was already not going well for him. Like, all of my shots on his end are probably missing him right now. But on my end, they are landing. So he tries to stab me. I try to land a walk speed override, it works, and he dies of fire damage. And now Bubs is here. Bubs is a formidable guest and a massive threat that I have to hard target to have any chance of winning. He is an extremely formidable guest, despite being milestone driven. So honestly, I might not even voice over some of this and just kind of like skip to parts to commentate on, because this is a lot of, most of this game is me chasing him around. Because as I said, he's a menace with guests. Like, he is extremely difficult to beat. As you see right there, he just got a parry on me. Granted, I fall for blocks easily. But, okay, so right here, I used my walk speed override to get closer up to him. I slide along the wall a little there, which is helpful. That Builder Man, taking advantage of hitboxes and Cool Kid's lack of multi to prevent me from hitting Bubs there, which is absolutely insane. W to that Builder Man. Bubs says he would do anything for that Builder Man. Again, he hits a parry on me, classic Bubs action, and you'll see some of his footage in the Guest Showcase, that'll be way later on, and he's just insane with Guest. So, there's that. Again, I'm legit just chasing him, because he's menacing. Look at him juking me. Like, I'm pretty respectable in my own right. I finally managed to dodge, and he's pretty much dead at this point. The bad stamina management for me resulted in me kind of getting low on stamina. I couldn't really catch up very well. Him charging into me was a huge mistake on his part, actually, and I got milestone 2 from that. So, him charging into me was a huge mistake. He could have easily just kept running, but yeah, he instead chose. So now we got the Builder Man up in here. I choose not to walk speed override him in case he decides to head to the house and I can walk speed override up the steps. But it turns out that doesn't happen because the Builder Man thinks he's avoided me. He hasn't. I get one free hit off, and by this point, it's just a short chase before his death. Yeah, nobody saw that. It's like Bluudud said, nobody saw that. Absolutely nobody saw that. Okay, when does this guy die? So, sniped him with a corrupt nature finally, and last man standing starts. A singular c00lkidd that appears to be AFK, but comes back to life and begins to run around. And so this is a base c00lkidd. We all know the stereotype of base c00lkidds, but never underestimate. In this case, though, it's fair to underestimate because he just walked into my pizza living room. He actually does land the slash on me because I couldn't see the sword and I didn't hear the sound effect. Couldn't see the sword through the my fading minion. He tries to eat his chicken. I stop it immediately. Well, not stop it, but cancel the healing immediately. He jukes me a couple times before I finish him off, and that's gonna be a GG. And we are back at it again on my personal, this time with Masked Man, and on my personal favorite map, due to its ambiance, Pirate Bay. So, right off the bat, I go after a c00lkidd because he's the first one I sees. He whiffs a slash because I'm the GOAT, not actually. And from this point on, I just kind of chase him down. c00lkidd emoting. This was a very silly little lobby. So, I see him emoting in the bush. I saw him, but he sniped me with the sword around the tree. How does that even work? Well, anyways, as my playstyle is, I end up hard targeting the c00lkidd for a minute before realizing the Elliot at some point soon is the greater threat and I must kill him first. I have absolutely no clue why I just didn't go after him first. So I spent a little time going after the c00lkidd before realizing the Elliot was the bigger threat, going after him, and he, like, is stunned by the fact that I retargeted to him. So I get a free hit off on that. But this is a skilled lobby. I did not think I would win this when I first played. But here we are. Business as usual as a killer in Forsaken. Everybody knows that Elliots are high priority targets. They need to be targeted sometimes. I don't know why I didn't punish that c00lkidd for missing. I didn't have to use a walk to get override, but I could have just M1'd and it would have done a good amount. But then again, c00lkidds can heal themselves, which I'm pretty sure he actually already did. And these guests are just out here taking all the hit priority, which is a great guest tactic, by the way. Little guest secret for you there. Totally whiff because I misclicked, as I said in chat there. And then guest, that dragon guest, first one I see. Again, going right after him. This is, not all cool kids do this. A lot of cool kids will spread out their punishment and beat everyone before finishing everyone off really quickly. But in my case, I'm the hard targeter kind of guy. I get onto someone, and unless there's a factor that says otherwise, I'm going to go after them again and again, continuously, until they are dead. Such is my way of playing Forsaken as a killer. And when I do my adjacent showcase, if I'm not extraordinarily rusty, you will see that. I land an M1 in Corrupt Nature on the c00lkidd, but he hits a sword like a professional. He may be goofy, but he was pretty good. Of course, I kill him because he couldn't have regenerated the damage from earlier. And this Bobby guest is next to face my wrap. And the game kind of goes on like this for a short time before I start getting combos on the guest. And he kind of dies. But before that, I get hard parried, and I appear to be out of the hitbox. It could have just been my lag. I can't even tell myself through watching the footage. I completely whiff, and I totally miscalculated that. So, there's that. Chance tried to shoot me through the wall. I didn't even know the Chance hitbox could reach through the wall until that point. And back onto the guest we go, because as I said, I'm the hard targeting kind of guy. And, which I guess is a little hypocritical. Anyway, the Bobby guest misses. And I try to get some M1s, but he's pretty good at juking. This entire lobby was crazy good. So I figured I would lose. I spam M1 and waste one there. Miss a Corrupt Nature. I was not doing well that game. But finally, the Bobby guest falls, and it is, what am I even, what? I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, this is so scuffed. This is so scuffed, and I'm still winning somehow, yeah. This is a very scuffed Cool Kid game, but this also shows just how powerful Cool Kid is. Even though you are not doing very well, it's still very, very possible to clutch up and win. And so next, I search for my next target, which I believe to be a noob? Yes, the noob. So, Spider's noobs, I don't know if you've ever played against a Spider noob yourself, but they are kind of built different. Like, for whatever reason, they're sometimes better than the Milestone 4 noobs I've played against, which is kind of insane. But in this case, he just kind of gives up after he gets a few jukes, tries to type wall in chat, and then I proceed to give my condolences, and this is where the issues start. Because you see, my goal while recording was to leave that Chance last man standing. If a Chance misses their shot on you, they're basically instantly dead in a last man standing situation. But in order for me to get to that last man standing situation with a Chance, I need to find the red guest. And I find him there. But this guest causes so many problems for me, as you will see. I kind of just whiff everything I do. I try to predict where it goes with the Corrupt Nature, it fails. He accidentally wastes a charge, but I'm low on stamina because of my bad stamina management and kind of desperation for being low on time. Which also causes me to fall for his block, but he doesn't go for the parry. And you gotta see what he tries here. He attempts to get me in a tight space at some point. Attempt to stun me, even just momentarily, which that was somewhat of a tight space, but I dodged it, punished him, and he runs off, and I would have no idea where he went if it weren't for that fire trail. But if you pay attention to my stamina, I'm not managing my stamina very well. I'm hovering between 5 and 30, and that's never good. It's also not good that he landed a parry on me there. But crazy stuff right here. This guest makes a huge mistake. Doubling back and accidentally getting himself, tries to charge, gets himself pinned on the ship. 2 seconds left, he dies. And that leaves Mr. Chance for last man standing. I was filled with adrenaline that entire chase. You have no idea how freaked out I was. But I end up pulling through against that guest, and now I just gotta find this little Chance. And at first I think I'm gonna lose after that insane clutch, because I don't know where he went. But then I spot him. Never mind, that's not him. I thought my own minion was him for a second. But he went back to the same hiding spot as before, the same kind of hiding spot. I figure out where he's going, and I attempt to snipe him with a walk speed override, only to miscalculate and stop short. But that's okay, because I'm now much closer to him than I was before. Now, I would not advise in every situation that you do that, try to use walk speed override to gain distance. It can be used sometimes, but not all the time. But yeah, that Chance's evasiveness almost got him the win, but I comboed him to death. So now for the final game of the video, Brandon Works, Masked Man gameplay, and as always, our goal is to win. Rend them all and bent to none. And immediately I hit that Corrupt Nature snipe on the Bobby guest, realize that I never spawned my minion, so I do so to regain a little stamina. And at this point, it's the classic chase. He whiffs his block, which I somewhat saw coming. I didn't know whether he would use it then or later, but I saw it. I see the Elliot heal, but it only would have healed a set amount, because the burning would have canceled the further speedy regeneration effects. But the instant heal had gone through, so I didn't worry about that. And still targeting this guest. Guests cause a lot of problems for me a lot. I actually do accidentally hit his block, and then I fly out there and hit someone through the wall there because of the walk speed override hitbox. And so I didn't even know who I hit. I didn't really care. But my prime target is this highly weakened guest, and you can see it at the bottom left. My stamina management is quite poor, but it doesn't matter because I snipe him with the walk speed override. There's a ton of survivors there, and I almost want to target the Elliot. I end up still going for the Elliot. That guest majorly messed me up there, which makes me a little mad. So I summon my minions, walk back up there, and I see the 2-time just standing there, so I bop him once. By this point, my stamina is way out, and the Elliot's far away from me. The pizza delivery minions attacked that 007 and 7 up there, who was kind of just vibing. Elliot escaped, so I decided to not worry about him, and go after the 2-time, because 2-times are parasites that must be eradicated at all costs. Gary, if you see this, comment down below, and I will hit him. A guest gets a free block off me, and parries me, but I still kill the 2-time, because he didn't have his ablation. 007 and 7 just stands there, hoping I leave him for LMS. I fall for a delayed clone parry there, which was crazy on that 007 and 7. I respect that. I walked speed over to catch up, hit him without even intending to. I just wanted to catch up to him, but he didn't dodge. So this Elliot, again, I come back for him, because Elliot's, you know the deal, Elliot's heal. I can't be having that. Poor stamina management by me and a goofy Corrupt Nature. But I gotta drop down on this Elliot, deal some damage, and this guy's a Milestone 4. Milestone 4 gives him that little wing hat thing. I don't even know what to call it. But I'm low, so low on stamina, so I use walk speed over to get up. The guest, for some reason, doesn't block it, and so he gets hit there, the Elliot gets hit there, and now I have to take on this guest, who previously parried me, so this is my revenge. And once again, you see me leaving a chance for last man standing, because chances are fairly easy pickings in LMS. If they want to shoot you after they fail once, they have to gamble, which means that it's highly likely that they'll get weakness, and that he just barely mistimes a block right after I am 1F. He falls, and this chance is going to fall to me. He comes up, I don't even know why, he never tries to shoot me, maybe for a juke. And again, chances are just easy pickings. I don't know why. But in LMS, they're always just easy pickings. I'm kind of getting hard jukes though, because I suck. I was kind of freaking out that I had even made it this far to a milestone guest. And there's that. Now, I thank all of you for watching this minimally edited, quickly put together video. I kid you not, I spent like an hour making this, so my apologies for the minimal amount of editing. It was more so due to the third person voiceover, not that I intend to blame it on anything. But either way, thank you so much for watching through this, and have a blessed day, or night, or whatever time it is for you.